1 John 3 verses 22 and 23 say, "And whatever we ask, we receive from him, because we keep his commandments and do the things that are pleasing in his sight. This is his commandment, that we believe in the name of his Son, Jesus Christ, and love one another, just as he commanded us." As we talked about prayer and our relationship with God yesterday, I hope you were encouraged. I know I was, or at least until I read the second half of verse 22 again. It said, "Because we keep his commandments and do the things that are pleasing in his sight." As I've said, we are sinners, and I have broken the commands of the Lord. Does God hear my prayers then? As I thought about this and looked at verse 23, I'm tempted to say that this is the command we are to keep. We must believe, and by obeying that command, we are saved. And that is sort of how it works. The call throughout Jesus' ministry is for people to believe. Often, though, even this command seems impossible to keep. I find that my thoughts and actions betray my doubts. I doubt that God is who he says he is and that I am saved by grace alone. I see my salvation as something I am earning, and my rebellious heart wants to take control of it. How can I keep these commandments? Can I obey the commandment to believe on my own? Paul's letter to the Romans has been really helpful as I think through these questions. If you remember the quote from chapter 4, we read that we are in God's story, not our own. We are reminded that it is God who saves us and not the works of our hands. Later, in chapter 8, Paul writes, "So then, brethren, we are under obligation not to the flesh, to live according to the flesh. For if you are living according to the flesh, you must die. But if by the Spirit you are putting to death the deeds of the body, you will live. For all who are being led by the Spirit of God, these are the sons of God." The Spirit gives us life, first to believe in Jesus Christ as Lord and Savior, and also to love our brothers. We see in this passage that it is a process. We grow and mature in our adopted position as children of God. It is by the Spirit that we put to death those evil and twisted desires that are within us. We can pray with confidence, knowing that it is the Spirit who is at work within us, even to help us believe. And prayer is the apt application. We can see in Mark chapter 9 a man who came to Jesus asking for healing for his son. And he said to Jesus, "I do believe, help my unbelief." The Spirit is the one who will help us, even with our unbelief. So as we reflect on this, let's ask ourselves, how is Christ's coming in the flesh important to how I live my life now? How is the Spirit helping me to believe? How do my actions show what I believe?